Come on, everybody, let's start the show. A quick ahoy hoy and away we'll go. Richard's got a minifig and Flynn's got a pin. The gang's all here and it's time to begin. Tricky Bricks roll call. Moto, Holly, Kara, and sometimes Blair, Clicky, Logan, Ms. Thing and Angela, and Thunderman Ho! Now you're here to grab your bricks and let's go to the Tricky Bricks Build and Check Show! That's us. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I mean, a blank screen is...
We're plates today.
Yeah. Hi, how's it going? Ahoy, ahoy. I hope you're having an awesome Sunday. I see that our Lego Masters Season 1 castmate, Iceberg Bricks, Mel, is in the chat. Hi, Mel.
Hey, Mel.
Good to see you. We are, hey, it's Sunday, and we're here. And we've got a fun discussion today, one that I didn't actually end up putting in the description of the video because I didn't really think about it until we got a little further on. But we will talk about that in a few minutes. First, let's welcome up the folks in the green room. Oh, well, one of them just ran away. So hopefully he'll be back in a minute. But we do have from across the bay, it is everybody's favorite Minifigchick. It's Kara. Hi, Kara.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay. How about y'all?
Good.
I've been busy building this morning.
Awesome. I am working on the gingerbread house.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice. I want to put it under the tree, but we'd have to make it space themed to go with our monorail theme under the tree this year. It's like an outer space gingerbread.
Mashups, no problem.
Space bread.
Yeah, why not?
Christmas monorail, space.
And also coming in hot from another place, it's Moto.
Hey, Moto.
Under that tree. Under that tree.
What are you? I gotta put you on the big screen because I gotta see what shirt you're wearing. Is that like
Yeah.
a Christmas print? Oh man, that's amazing.
That is ridiculous. I love it.
That reminds me, I should be wearing my special sweater. Which
It's very
But I'll be right back.
brand new special sweater.
doing?
Awesome.
Yeah, I figured I'd be wearing these because I'm going to be gone for quite a bit during the holidays, traveling through various national parks and monuments and valleys and
how
stuff
fun.
like that.
Oh, I don't know where it is. So is this the last time we're going to see you for a little while?
No, I think I still have one more good week left in me. Although I'm not sure. You know what? Let me bring up the calendar because I can never tell anymore.
Well, we will also be gone, for Christmas weekend, for the holidays. We're definitely going to take a week off. So
I'll be around on the 18th, but after that, it's fair game wherever I will be.
That's
No
probably
one
that's
will
about like us, right?
Yeah.
Although you're traveling far and wide.
know.
Small art director.
Yeah, Mr. Meow is going to join me on this grand adventure. So
now
awesome.
it's Mr. Meow now.
I had to change it because now whenever I wake him up in the morning or I say hello, he always just goes meow.
Nice.
How are you doing? Meow? You having a bad day? Meow.
Now there's such an amount of cats around thematically. Do you have the 4-footed furry variety as well?
No, we don't have a real cat. We have a dog. But everything else, stuffy-wise, or pictures or paintings or art in his room is cat-themed.
Oh,
But
right on.
That Mr. Meow communicates a lot like Groot. It depends on how you tone. The intonation and the length of the meow indicates how he's doing and what he means.
Very good. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be a very good meow translator by the time this phase has reached its. Well, maybe, who knows?
I don't know.
The conclusion, but you never know.
Never know.
They always think it's just a phase. Just saying.
I hope so.
Anyway, so hey, guess what I'm doing today? If you had to guess what I was doing today after the show, what would you think it is?
I have a good guess, but I know.
I'm going to say either gaming or 3D printing.
Those are good
both
guesses.
solid guesses, and yet
Oh, that was actually
Not right.
yesterday.
Incorrect, but that was yesterday's. That was definitely yesterday.
Puzzles? You back doing puzzles at all?
Actually, I have put a puzzle board on my Christmas wish list because we do not have, like, there's no place to put puzzles, and we got this awesome one that kind of like rolls up, but then it stores like vertically, so it wants to like fall apart. So
Gravity.
waiting for a surface to like a proper surface to build on. I am going bird watching, like with my
for the holiday bird counting. Yeah.
Yes,
Absolutely true. This is sort of preparation for the count, isn't it?
Yeah, I won't be doing counting. We're just going to go. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing today. I'm
Nice.
bird watching. I haven't been out with like a professional. I've only just been out on my own or with Richard and
With
just
me,
kind of
the
like
spotter.
looked at things.
Yeah. Well, it's important to do it now while they can still be seen.
It's true. It's true.
I would think that bird watching in winter would be easier because there's no leaves on the trees. They can hide in those leaves so much.
but like an owl is really hard to see no matter what time of year it is.
Exactly.
They just blend in.
Okay, so hey, how about pins? Let's
How about-
hit it with some pins. Cara, are you ready?
Always.
All right.
I have here Goofy wishing you all
Oh,
happy
super
holidays.
cute. I should have
For
a
the
holiday pin.
holidays.
Very nice. Moto. Some sort
I
of-
am a Chimney
Whoa.
Rock junior archaeologist.
wow.
Whoa, that's awesome.
That is too good.
Now, have you been to Chimney Rock and did you find fossils?
No. So there's no fossils. There's ancient Pueblo ruins there, but you can't take anything.
Oh, very
but-
cool though.
So we've been there before, and Mr. Meow completely has forgotten he was ever there until I showed him photos. So we may have to. I think they're going to be closed though. But we're basically going to a lot of places he's been before, and then some additional parks he's never been to. So I'm hoping this time he's old enough to where all the memories stick.
How fun. What a fun trip that's going to
That's
be.
great.
Be like seeing it for the first time.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. Some of them are going to be new. Like he's never seen the Grand Canyon. He's never seen Arches.
Oh,
Wow,
alright.
you're doing some serious travel. You're gonna lay
Ambitious
down
trip.
some miles.
So Robin says, is Mr. Meow a cat or a person? Yes.
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 Yes. Mr.
we
Meow.
have pins?
Yeah, we do. Why don't you go first?
Okay, I see Clicky coming around the corner here to help us with focus. And right there we've got Oswald Rabbit.
Yay.
Very
Always
good.
cheerful.
The
And
lucky rabbit.
because in the holiday season, it's always time for Haunted Mansion.
Ooh.
Haunted
yes.
Mansion.
I love this pen too. Yeah, it's got, I mean, it's like layered, and I love you can see the wallpaper there on the back.
And it's glow in the
And
dark.
it glows in the dark. Yeah, it's a pretty great,
Yes.
pretty great pen.
Thanks
all
for
the
your
way
help,
around.
Clicky.
All right. So, I'm gonna put this on.
Oh, I guess I'll put my.
So as we talked about yesterday, oh, by the way, everybody, now is the time to give Heidi ho, ahoy hoy, hello, whatever you have to say hi in the chat, so we can say hello to everybody. And while we're waiting for that chat list, now I will say, so this is our crew today. I think Blair's working and Holly is unable to join us today, so we are going to have this discussion here. But
Well, Brickman Mosaic Art says they're coming out with a Oswald Brickhead.
Rumor.
that's a
Rumor,
I don't-
unsubstantiated. We're not sure.
Yeah, I don't believe that came from the Twitter verified account. Although for $8, it probably could.
You never know.
Really?
Oh, let's not go down that rocky
Oh, my
road.
word.
But anyway, so as we talked about yesterday, I did spend some time 3D printing and playing video games. And I have Xbox Game Pass, which if you have an Xbox and you don't have Game Pass, you should really sort of mend that immediately.
It's huge. Big.
It's huge. There's so many games, and it's completely and entirely worth it. But what made it really fun was, as of a couple of days ago, they have added Star Wars, the Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga onto Game Pass. And I was unsure if I was going to enjoy it, because I have enjoyed Lego video games in the past, but I have found them to be a lot the same. A lot of it can be kind of limited in what you can do. But I have to say that this has this new version, and I don't know if either of you have played it or checked it out, but
Not yet.
wow, they have really just like upped the level. Traveler's Tales, who does the games, have really just upped the level of everything.
It's highly detailed, and there's such a variety of things to do.
Yeah, it's really incredible. But so I figured it would be a fun time to kind of talk about the evolution of Lego video games, because they have changed a lot over the years, and I found out some facts about it that I thought were really interesting. But we can talk about that in a second. Right now, we're going to say hi to everybody who's here. Let's see. Here we go. And today we have Alexander23Z. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Good to see you. We've got Brickman Mosaics Art is here. Oh, Blair is in the audience.
Bricks,
Hello.
Blair
Hi, Blair.
Archer.
Carolyn CCCCCCC. Chris Ebenezer Scrooge Chalice. Oh, come on now, Chris. I know better than that. I know better than that. We've got David Wilkie is here. Drew Dershel. Hi, Drew. How's it going? We've got Fabi Fan MKE, Gergonzola, Heather Mraz, Hooded One
is here.
It's me, the person you know. Hi. We've got John Luttrell and Vicky. Hello. Lisa Head is here. And kicking off the Emscapades, we've got Minifigchick, Minifig Nick, Monica Berry, and Moto. We also have Sam and Kat Harmon. Hello. We've got Smoke Up Johnny is here. Hey, how's it going? Tan Jam is here. Hey, Tanner. Good to see you. And it looks like we're here or something.
And bonsoir to Wilfred.
Wherever you are.
Kim.
Zarakino. Hi. All right. So, Lego video games. Okay, first of all, raise your hand in the chat and on the screen. They can put a little hand emoji if you have played a Lego video game before. Any Lego video game. Okay? Not just the Traveler's Tales ones. Now, the ones that we know kind of consider to be like the modern Lego video game is kind of this Traveler's Tales licensed, the Star Wars. We've got the Indiana Jones,
Harry Potter.
There's like a bunch.
Lord of the Rings.
But if you had to,
and then you'd have the Nexo Knights, the Hidden Sides.
Yep. Well, now those I don't know if those are. Well, I guess they're
games.
Yeah, they are.
They're games. They just tied in with the sets.
Does anybody want to guess how many commercial video games based on Lego there have been without looking it up?
Video games.
80.
Very close.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Really?
Moto.
Very close.
Off the top of my head, I'll go 80.
Okay.
I don't want to go over. I want to get close. I want to win this.
I know. 80 and 50 cents.
Yeah, 80 and 50 cents. 80 and change.
80 and 51 cents.
Damn.
Well, you're closer,
Yeah.
Kara.
There have been 85 Lego video games
Wow.
since 1995 was the first one.
Oh my gosh.
It was called Lego Fun to Build, and it was for the Sega Pico. Everybody remembers the Sega Pico, don't you?
No, no.
Yeah. It was a like a mini. I wouldn't call it a handheld. It was kind of like
Like a little laptop.
it was kind of like a little laptop almost. And yeah, so that was the first one. And then we got Lego Island. So that was 1995. It wasn't until 2001 that we got the first Traveler's Tales game. And I believe that it was Harry Potter. Oh, wait, I'm not sure if that was a Harry Potter one. No, it was not. I beg your pardon. The first one was Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, that
The
sounds
first
right.
Traveler's Tales one.
You know, we can't actually go very far without mentioning in 2002, Galador, Defenders of the Outer Dimension.
Yes, so there have
Dang.
been games based on. Now, I don't know exactly how many properties, but let me read you some of the Lego properties. Was the that there have been. So we've done. There's been a Galador game. There has been 1, 2. I'm seeing 2 Bionicles games, possibly more. Nexo Knights, Chima.
I'd play that.
Yeah, Galaxy Squad, Hero Factory.
Oh, wow.
Let's see, we've got Monster Fighters, Chima, Friends, Lego City, Duplo, Juniors, Ninjago.
Lots of Ninjago.
Wow.
Monster Fighters was a
Yeah, there's
video
a
game?
lot.
Yes, there was an iOS Monster Fighters game called Lego Monster Fighters Race.
Yeah, a lot of people, they don't
Okay.
realize that Android and iOS has a ton of Lego Group licensed games.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
they may be small and self-contained, but they're there.
Drew Dershel mentions
Forest Friends on the Amiga.
Oh,
You know who would
wow.
be very excited about that would be Matthew Builds Bricks, except for I'm sure he's never even heard the word Amiga before. But that's, yeah. So they could, yeah, let's see. You could do, yeah, it was basically a racing game where it included the Monster Fighters and Lord Vampire's monsters as playable characters. So there was, and then of course there was also Lego Worlds, which came out not too long ago. And I don't know if y'all played Lego Worlds, but it was kind of a hot mess.
No,
Yeah.
but I heard Dimensions was good.
Dimensions was great.
awesome.
super fun.
Yeah, Dimensions was great. And you're right, Fabby Fan, MKE Racers. Yeah, I was just kind of reading this ones of here. Now there's one called Life of George, which
Yeah,
I've
that was brief.
never heard of.
Very,
but okay.
very.
There was one called Lego Chic Boutique. Oh, I'm seeing now 4 Bionicles games. Bionicle Maze of Shadows, Bionicle Heroes, and there was 2 other ones I saw earlier in the list as well. But so there's really a lot. Let's say a lot. Island Extreme Stunts. Oh yeah, there we go. Bionicle Mataran Adventures, and then there's just one called Bionicle. So I think actually that's now I've seen 6 Bionicle games in here. Now, it should be said that most of these games were on Windows. They were Microsoft Windows games. And then we got, I'm trying to see when our first one. Now, I don't know. I guess you could consider the Sega Pico the first console game, although I don't necessarily consider it a widespread console. The first one then would be Lego Racers for Nintendo 64 and the original PlayStation in 1999. Would have been the first like home console one that people had.
Oh, it's kind of like a history of consoles.
Yeah, and then it wasn't until 2005 when Traveler's Tales started doing the licensed games that we really kicked in with consoles. All the rest of them, for the most part, were Windows. There was a few sprinkled out through here and there on the PlayStation and the GameCube. Football Mania, who could forget?
Me?
Oh, Fabby Fan MKE says, I was at a store about 18 months ago that had a new in box, as in still on the shelf from the time it was new, Life of George.
Wow.
So what was Life of George? I've never heard of this.
It was a weird little one where I think it was like you built stuff and you took pictures. So it was an interactive video
Okay.
game,
Worked
as I
with
recall.
Standard bricks, right?
It kind of came and went like that.
Chris, I know the Lego Minecraft game. That's gonna sell like hotcakes. Hotcakes. Yeah, I gotta say, when you go back and look at like especially now that we can compare the first Traveler Tales game, which was Lego Star Wars, the video game, compared to the one we have now. It's really great. And I played that first Lego Star Wars video game. So I definitely noticed all the improvements. So if you're thinking that the Skywalker saga is just a sort of rehash of the old game, like, plopped in, they really completely went in and redid everything from top to bottom.
Open world?
Oh, good.
It's all open world. Every single movie has its own open world portion.
It's huge too.
It's huge. So you don't just have the sort of story arcs to follow. You also have like areas everywhere. So like Tatooine right now has 2 areas. The area near Luke's house, and then there's Mos Eisley. And both of those areas are huge in themselves. And that's just 2 levels from one part of one movie.
That's
so
awesome.
if you can imagine that spread out between 9 films.
And you still have like building goals, things you have to assemble and deconstruct, kind of thing.
Yep,
Small
there's
ones.
still all that same stuff, and usually it's in service to whatever it is you're doing. So you don't just like build something for the heck of building it. And now they've added in leveling up and collecting bricks to turn. They've really RPG'd it out. So you've got the ability to like all your different types of characters. You have the ability to like make them build faster, or make their special power faster, or do some kind of power up to that particular type. So if you know anything about these Traveler Tales video games, you have to have, there are always certain types of characters that have certain types of powers, and you can only use that power if you have that character.
Yep.
Or one of the characters from that group.
And you can play villains too.
Yeah, and you can play them.
Yeah.
And there's everybody. You can pretty much be any character in this game, which is kind of amazing.
And
I really wish I could already build like the characters at their basic level. I just want to be able to. I want to be able to do this,
right?
And then everything all the bricks just kind of like stack up into place and it's done. That would be
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Well, it helps if you have the Force.
That must be the difference.
The Force helps.
Yeah, that might be what it is.
So this is I like how you can choose which part of the series you want to do, not forced to do in succession. That is true and also not true. So the way that it works is you can go to the first movie world of any of the 3 series. So you can go to when the game first opens up, you can go to A New Hope, you can go to, otherwise known as Star Wars, you can go to what was the first one of the Phantom Menace.
Episode 1, Phantom Menace.
No clue.
Right,
Yeah.
and then you can go, and then whatever the
Force Awakens.
So those 3 you can visit right away, but you have to unlock the first movie to unlock the second one, and the second one, then the third. So there is some doing up. Hey, Don and Phil, good to see you.
Well, I think they cast a wider net, right? Like
They do.
We were drawn to A New Hope.
Yeah, like that was, of course. And I was saying, I think I'm going to play them like I care about the movies. So like the 3 originals first, and then the 3 later ones, and then maybe skip the middle. I'm trying to think about
That sounds
how
reasonable.
like, the Phantom Menace, how they can make it like super. I know I'm being hyperbolic here, but how are they going to make it action-y? Because from what I remember, it was just a lot of people sitting around talking politics. It doesn't make for a very exciting.
No, I mean, when Mr. Meow played that game, all he did was pod race. He just kept going back to the pod race over and over and over again,
Oh,
nonstop.
right, yeah.
Right.
Or the final battle, when he just does barrel rolls nonstop shooting, and that seems to be the way to win it.
Yeah, there's definitely
spinning always works. So it's just like, I remember he just did like endless barrel rolls throughout the level.
Now, if you had to pick one of the Traveler's Tales Lego games that is a favorite that you've played, what would it be?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Okay.
Lord of the Rings. And that was the first open world one that they did.
Right.
And the music was amazing. And there was one point where they actually made kind of this little rap song with some lines from the movie. And I to this day wish I could have it downloaded onto my iPod.
Well, I gotta say, one of the things that Traveler's Tales, and I know, of course, the Lego Group by extension, is the humor that they bring to the games. And especially like the Skywalker Saga has some stuff that is like fan and meme based jokes. Like one of my my favorite one that I've seen so far is at the very end of A New Hope. They do the scene in the hall where she's giving out all the medals, and if you remember from the movie, Chewbacca doesn't actually get a medal, like everyone else does. And they have a whole scene where at the end where Chewbacca keeps trying to get a medal and everybody keeps taking them from him. Like she holds it out and then somebody comes in and grabs it. He's about to grab it, and at the end they're like dragging away the box full of medals with him on top of it, like having a tantrum.
That's so cruel.
Really, really fun. So I would say definitely the humor that they brought to it is I appreciate a lot. I think I already. There we go. So yeah, that was definitely a good one, and there was a bunch of other ones as well. Oh, there was one. There was a scene from. Do you remember in Empire Strikes Back where the is it Empire Strikes Back? Yeah. No, I don't remember. Anyway, Luke is having a dream about fighting Darth Vader, and he chops Darth Vader's head off, but it's his head in the helmet.
Yeah, that was the Sith tree that he has to walk through.
Right, exactly. So they do that scene. And when like in the Lego version, when the mask pops off, it's the old Lego yellow head version of Luke Skywalker.
That's awesome.
Inside, it was, and then in case you're really young and don't understand what that means, it like pops and turns into the current Luke Skywalker minifigure. But it was awesome. I got a kick out of that one. I thought that was really funny.
The Lego Movie one was really fun too.
Oh, the Lego Movie one? Yeah.
Yep.
I only played a little bit of that. I did like the way it was laid out, getting to see kind of the all the lands. And I love that they had the titles of the areas were hanging over the area, just like in the movie. It was really good. So Lord of the Rings was, did you pick one, Moto?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I only played Star Wars, and I didn't get all the way through the levels.
Oh, okay. So, and well, it was, they're long games.
Yeah, it was on iOS, so it was entirely on my son's iPad, and then we would hand it back and forth and play different levels together when he was really young.
Oh, that's so cute. Well, now you can play any of these games side by side. Like a lot of the Traveler's Tales ones currently now, you can add a second player and you can both play at the same time, which is fun.
Well, not on one device though, like not one iPad at the same time.
No, iPad. No, I just meant console ones.
No, I subscribed through his. I can't remember whatever monthly fee it was, and then he would play it, and then I would play it next, and he would play it next, and
fun.
Yeah, it was something to do. It's kind of fun.
I really for me. I played the only ones that I played through to completion was the Harry Potter collection that had all the movies. I played every single one of those. I completed it. I got every character, every extra, everything. And I thought that particular one was where they kind of did a big jump in the advancement of the games and how how playable they were, and they made I don't know, they sort of integrated the gameplay into the movie theme itself, rather than just being like, now do a thing, now do another thing that wasn't necessarily related to the property. But yeah, I thought it was really I thought those were really great. What about you?
Me, I like Dimensions. I like the open world sections of Dimensions a lot, and I like the interface with the computer pad. I didn't like quite so much, but I like building all the little mini builds, and it was a great way to get minifigs you couldn't get anywhere else.
I remember that being a big uproar at the time, and since we've had a couple more uproars about this same thing, which is that there were no printed instructions. You had to play the game to be able to and watch the game to be able to do the mini builds in the game. There was nothing actually printed. And that kicked off the whole conversation of, is Lego going to stop doing printed instructions?
I like printed.
You can still get the instructions online. I mean, come on.
Right. Well, that's it. So that brings me to sort of like another thing. So Jay Ong from Jay's Brick Blog just posted an article where he posited he thinks that Lego is trying to phase out printed instructions. And I honestly don't see how that can happen.
No, they have too much presence across the world, and there's still, I mean, Lego is still a premier product, but I mean, there's not stable internet in a lot of areas of the world, right? It's just
right.
Let's start a rumor that they're going to start eliminating base plates. Let's start that rumor.
There we go.
That already happened.
No, I mean, the same thing kind of comes in cycles. Just give it 5 years, and then we'll say if they're eliminating base plates, and then everybody will get an uproar.
Sure. And Jedi Rob Frost, this is a great point. Not every end user has access to the internet while building.
Yep.
Absolutely true. So what am I supposed to do if I go on a camping trip where there's no internet and I brought a Lego set to put together? How am I supposed to do that? Or on a plane?
Well, and Lego video games aside, I like being able to build Lego without a screen. It's sort of an alternate to sitting and watching a screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Call me old fashioned. I like building without a screen. The electronic instructions where you have 3D and can rotate the figure and all that are really great, but I like having that as an option.
And Smoke Up Johnny, you're very right. Not everybody has a device to access digital instructions. 100%.
Well, no kidding. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why I don't think that would happen. I mean, the access to internet's one of them. Digital device is another.
How about 6-year-olds?
I mean, all these
you'd
reasons.
Be surprised. Most 6-year-olds have tablets at this point.
Now.
I don't know about most, but a lot. But yeah, I agree. Like I don't.
It would be too elitist. They just can't.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. But then again, I've said I don't see something happening before and then it happens. But I really
I'll believe the instructions are all digital the day that cookbooks go entirely digital. I see it as like a similar analog.
Oh no, that's a big bugaboo in our house because we have.
No, that's what I'm saying is you can't really cook with an electronic device near a stove that's got boiling water and all that stuff. There's just certain activities where you can't rely on a digital device to take the place of the printed material.
Well, we have in our house, we have shelves full of cookbooks going back to almost the turn of the 20th century.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we have our parents' and grandparents' cookbooks. But by and large, when I go to look up a recipe, I go online, right? Which one has 4,000 likes and, 5 stars on it? And I end up building that.
I do that too. But then I always print it out.
But you always print it out, right?
Yeah. I always print it out, and then we have a binder of these printed out recipes. Because some of them I do go back to time and again when I follow.
Yeah, I like that.
Which, as you know, is rare. But
yeah. Well, but So I don't know. I don't see them. I think it's an unfounded fear at this point. They'd have a lot of questions to answer if they decided to move down that path. I think.
I don't think it fits in with their general philosophy.
Well, I did. Now Jay made the point, and I do agree that it does align with their philosophy of trying to be more eco-friendly, because it's less paper and less. I mean, because now I know this may be controversial, but a lot of people, most people, throw them away when they're done building the model.
You're absolutely right. But again, we return to the fact that there's huge disparity in access to devices and internet. And I think that the social normalization of having printed instructions far outweighs the ecological benefit at this point.
Well, and it also, and you know, it does go directly against their build together thing that they've been promoting.
Mhm.
That basically requires either, like, if it was all digital, it would require all 5 of those people or 4 of those people to have their own device.
Yeah.
Which, you know, a lot of families don't maybe have one iPad that they share. Or
Yeah,
no
I mean,
iPad.
I've always seen the instruction as an and. You get online and printed.
Yeah.
Or I could say either or. You can do one or the other, but not exclusively one or the other.
Yeah.
I just see it as a union, not an exclusion, when it comes to that. Or I mean, that's just what seems in my gut to be the way they would go, but who knows?
Right.
We save instructions. We get rid of maybe most boxes except for the big super special sets, or, you know, occasionally we'll save a box, but we have piles of instructions. And I always feel like, while I'm not like Holly, I don't have brick set catalog all of our bricks. I feel like we could go back to instructions on any set and put it back together from the bricks we have.
And as David Wilkie points out, he'd rather
It's
Lego
paper,
focuses on the plastic packaging, because paper, I mean, you can recycle paper. Plastic,
Right.
not so much.
Right.
No, and that's why the bags will go paper bags. That's why the
Yep.
the CMFs will go paper and cardboard. That's, I mean, less
And
tape.
that's the right direction.
I like
Yeah,
that.
because once you put tape on cardboard, it basically ruins the recyclability of the product. So they're going with push tabs. That's one reason to do it.
Yep.
So yeah, I think, you know, if there's a SAR of eco-friendliness at Lego, no, I mean,
Yeah, there
hopefully they
is.
do. There should be. I hope they do.
I'm sure there
I bet
is.
there
I'm sure there's a
is.
whole crew working on that.
But this is why you see certain decisions being made very diligently. But the instructions would be one of access above all.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Access would be the biggest, I would think, be the biggest thing. I am here sorting a cup from the wall of tan ingots and green 1x1 flower pieces.
Okay.
Lovely.
Too many 1x1 green.
I went to a Lego store yesterday and I bought nothing. I walked in and walked out clean,
Good for
hands
you.
empty. Yeah, and I felt very good.
Congratulations. It's possible.
It is
Very
possible.
good.
It's not probable, but it is possible.
Golly. Well, I just got to say, I like, kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier. I'm just really impressed by how far those games have come and what they've done. Because I've played a lot of games, and when I saw that that Star Wars, you know, I mean, first of all, you know, I'm like, Star Wars isn't my like number one, you know, licensed theme. So, and I was all like, oh, but you know, it's on Games Pass, it's free, I'll check it out. I'm sure it's going to be just like all the other ones. I was very, very pleasantly surprised to see the, you know, I was really pleasantly surprised to see how much they've upgraded. Put it that way.
Yeah, it'd be really fun if they started to transfer everything into Unreal Engine. Like one of these like super fidelity engines, like Unreal.
Yeah.
Where basically you are playing the Lego movie, where you can see the fingerprints on the plastic. Kind of level of ray tracing would be hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I gotta say, something I noticed this time, and maybe this was true in other games. I hadn't noticed it before. I definitely noticed it in this one. Is during the a lot of the cutscene animations, whenever you would see a character, like there was one scene where like somebody was sitting in a chair and you could see the Lego logo on the foot on the inside where they usually put it. So there's definitely that kind of fidelity.
Good. That's amazing. It should
Now
be.
I feel like I'm in Westworld. Anyway, testing for fidelity. Okay, so here's one. If you had a to pick a current licensed theme to have a or even a non-licensed theme, Traveler's Tales game made of a Lego property, what would it be?
Licensed?
Licensed or
like
not
like
licensed?
an IP.
Yeah.
I want elves.
Elves.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Very good. Very good.
I mean, they've got. I mean, unlike the ones that are based on movies, you know, they'd have to make up a whole storyline and everything. But I think it would just be so much fun.
Well, I mean,
no, they could build it around the TV show.
I was just going to say they could build it
Oh,
around
that's right,
the
I
TV
forgot
show
that was a
easily.
thing.
Yeah, they had an
Yeah.
animated series that went with it.
Do they have a Friends game? Has there been a Friends
many
game?
Friends games.
Love a
They-
friend.
I haven't
well,
seen any of
Let's
those.
be clear. They have a lot of Friends casual mobile games.
Yes.
Yes.
They don't have a Traveler's Tale Friends game.
Fabufan
Oh,
MK.
well,
Fabuland. What?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Fabuland would
hard
rock.
to have articulated mini doll, like have the mini dolls moving around without articulated legs.
Well,
Well,
I
no,
mean,
the animated series, they did a good job with them. It was no problem. And Lego Movie 2 kind of addressed that with their animation style. But no, most of the Friends games are things like the Song Designer,
Mhm.
where you make a pop song with Livy or with the Friends musical components, things like that. It's not like a playthrough.
right. Oh, you're right, Monica. A
That's
Sims
a good idea.
style Friends game would be kind of on point, I think.
That would be on point, on
Yeah.
fleek.
All right, Drew wants She-Ra or Steven Universe. I'm all here for the Steven Universe.
Yeah,
Steven
absolutely.
Universe would be awesome.
That would be really. I'd like to see some games based on that. I don't know. I had to I'm trying to think. I don't know. I would love to see an Addams Family.
Yes.
Something scary.
I would like to see if it's truly open world. Avatar 1 and 2, and then the third when it's released.
Now, I would not be terribly surprised if we see that happen.
Same.
No, I mean that's
Especially-
where I'd lay my money, because I really truly believe that Cameron is going to blow the lid off the box office with number 2 again. And
Okay.
there's going to be a lot of people wanting more and more and more Avatar type material.
Okay, well, I gotta say, I've never seen the original.
Okay.
And at a certain point, I became that guy, and not seeing it was kind of like a point of pride that I
Okay.
hadn't seen it. And now I feel like I need to maybe give it a chance, but it's always
Yeah, I would. I mean, if you want to download it and watch it streaming, definitely do it in 4K. I would say if you have the ability, see it in the theater in 3D.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never seen the original, and part of it is because I'm sorry, but James Cameron is kind of a
jerk?
not. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Up ahead.
Well, so is Steve Jobs, but people buy iOS stuff all the time.
I know, but
Yeah.
Steve Jobs didn't come out and say that Wonder Woman was a terrible movie and didn't have a strong female
Yeah.
character, and the only person who's ever made a strong female character in a movie ever was him in The Terminator. And you know what?
Well, you mean in Aliens?
Yeah, he specifically said The Terminator.
Oh, okay. Well, take
But
your-
whatever.
But yeah, cookie time.
Yeah,
It
it is.
It's time.
For the pause that refreshes everyone, it's Logan Cookie time. Roll. Hi, Logan's helping. Oh, look, the sun's coming up.
Oh, hi. You say hi to everyone. Who wants that cookie?
Give me that money. All right, here we go. And whoop. Yay.
Good boy, Logan.
And whoop. And one more. No weather report today because we have no Skittles. But
Someone has been in major training mode and getting so many cookies
oh my
every
goodness,
day.
so
Oh
it's
my
always
gosh.
Logan cookie time.
Super treat shower.
Oop.
Good boy.
And Rancor treat time.
Roar.
Oh, we're getting that awful lighting again. Sorry, everybody. This is what happens around this time. And that has been
Logan
Cookie Time. Oh my goodness.
Let's try it.
Ruby Vixen is here. What? Hi.
Hi, Ruby.
Hi, Ruby. How are you? It's good to see you.
No,
Oh my
the
goodness.
reason I would like to go back to it is if you see Avatar in 3D, the reason it started a 3D revolution is everything was done in true 3 dimensions. All the VFX, all of the production design, to the point where when they pan past a refrigerator in an outpost with photographs pinned to it with magnets, the photographs have 3D. They actually parallax in full 3D with depth.
Oh, all right.
So it was that type of level of detail that like just cooks your brain. But yeah, I would love to see a Lego version of not like the cheesy smaller vehicles that they've done in sets, but things like the large shuttle aircraft, things like the orbital spaceship that was in the very beginning that you never saw again. Yeah, there's just a mind-blowing level of detail that could be UCS'd out the wazoo for that movie.
Wow.
Yeah, Monica Berry, the puppy is not allowed in the basement.
Oh, no dogs in the Lego room.
No dogs down the stairs or up the stairs. The dog is
Oh,
confined
dear.
to one level of the house.
Oh dear. So yeah, well, you know, maybe I'll give it a chance. I won't be able to see it in the movie theater in 3D or anything like that, but I will see. Check it out. I'm sure it's available for streaming. I don't know. I mean, there has to be something to it. If Disney World decides to add a land to their park in between movies, when the last one was like, 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. They're probably just also getting ready for the second one. I think is going to just blow the lid off of the box office because all the early previews are saying, yeah, absolutely, it's all that in a box of cookies.
Oh, I just wish he wasn't such a jerk. But whatever. Like I've certainly seen plenty of Quentin Tarantino movies.
Yeah, I mean, there are filmmakers who are strongly opinionated, but he can have his own opinions.
Well, no, opinions is one thing, but being like kind of full of yourself and putting down other people's work in favor of your own is kind of crap. Like that's just
Not nice.
not okay.
Well, we in the Lego IP universe have learned somewhat to separate the art and the artist, right?
Well, you have to. Like there's sometimes when you know, let's not go down that road. But anyway,
It would be fun to see that movie.
yeah, I will definitely check it out. Has anyone played Brick Tales, or did y'all talk about that before we came in? No, we did not talk about that. We did not.
I'll have to look it up. I have not played it.
I know I haven't either. Let me see something real quick.
It's on Steam.
Oh, is it?
Oh, right. It's also for the Nintendo Switch.
Excellent.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's I think I did learn about this one. So it was released October 12th, 2022. So it must just be out.
Which is what? Sorry?
So
Brick
this
Tale?
is the one. Yeah, so this one, I think it's a puzzle game where you have to solve it by virtually building
Oh, is
so
it
it's
an
kind of like
iOS
a
game?
I don't know. It says it's on Steam, whatever that means. It's on
That's a like digital game platform.
So I don't know, but I like the idea because it seems like it's Bricklink but gamified. Like they give you an objective and you have to like Bricklink Studio your way through it.
Oh, I thought you meant like, can you buy this many bricks on this?
No. Although
Challenge accepted.
Although that is a game that we could play someday if you guys really want. The name of the game is you have to start in Bricklink and you have to look up a set on Bricklink's page, and then only by clicking links get to another randomly designated set from that another person has posited. And then it's a race. It's a race to see if you can click from one set to a part to another part to another part until you get to the other set's Bricklink page. Boone did that once and it was hysterical.
Oh, you know what?
That's pretty esoteric.
That reminds me.
It was fun, but it was wild. It was wild to see. I think I competed against Blair.
That reminds me, and I don't know. I don't know if I talked about this when we did our sort of like post Lego House show. That in the basement of the Lego house there is a this crazy looking like big round like video screen with little spaces around the outside of it, and you can stop and you can go basically through a library of all of the stuff that Lego has in their in their archives. And they've actually gone, maybe I did talk about this, but they'd actually gone in and scanned all the box covers and boxes from all sides. I mean, not for every single thing, but you could do so that you could like pick a box, look at it, spin it around, and actually open it so you could see what the inside, like especially those ones where they used to have the tray with the plastic cover that you could see through. Those. Yeah, it was a pretty cool little thing to get to see kind of how some of those old boxes were dealt with.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. My God, sorry, I was just putting some flowers away.
Sorting.
But well, it's been a lively video game discussion today. I was hoping Holly was going to be here because, of course, you know, with Star Wars being big in their family and having 2 kids and playing lots of video games, I thought she might have some things to say about this. But
even I have played the Lego Star Wars games, and I will be playing the Skywalker Saga one. And having seen almost none of the movies, it's just going to be like a fresh, silly game as far as I'm concerned.
Well, it's I gotta say it's really, really fun, and I think even for if you're not a super big fan of the movies, I will say you will miss out on a fair number of jokes that are very kind of like pop culture-y fan, like the stuff with the like the metal at the end. Like, I don't think, like, if you didn't really know, like, if you weren't really into Star Wars and knew that was a joke, that you wouldn't probably get it. But other than that, it's just all in all, as a game.
It's a Lego game. They're fun.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right. Well, I think we're going to call it for today because I'm going to go look at some birds. And also, we are at the end of our... we're a little early today, but that's okay.
And I'm going to make a Lego mosaic today.
Ooh. Very good.
Well, let's hope that nature gives you the bird that you are looking for.
Miss Lobrickta, hi, Dawn.
A little late.
Good to see you. Oh my goodness. Well, if you have Game Pass, and I think actually I could be wrong, but I thought I saw that the Skywalker Saga is also on PlayStation's version of Game Pass. Like so if you have a PlayStation, you may also be able to play it as part of your thing. Yeah. And as the sun gets brighter and we look like we're about to fly into the sun, we're going to go ahead and sign off here. But thanks everybody so much for coming and hanging out. We'll be back next week. As we get closer and closer, creeping up on the holidays. Actually, I think...
Don't you want us to show a minifig?
Oh yeah, how about that? It's not really a show unless I forget that and you remind me. So let's show minifigs. Go ahead,
okay.
Moto. You can go first.
Okay, I'll just show this one. Really simple one, no big deal.
There you go.
Captain
Is that
Phasma.
Captain Phasma?
I think it's supposed to be.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that is. It is because she's silver, and I recognize her cape. And and of course, you know who played her Captain Phasma, Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie,
who is amazing and is also amazing in Wednesday. By the way, if you haven't seen it
Oh,
yet.
she sure is.
Yeah, this is basically the Boba Fett of the last trilogy. A character that was production design was awesome, and then never got any good lines or anything.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Okay, very good.
There you go.
All right, Kara.
I have tasty, yummy chocolate pie with sprinkles and
I love
candy
his
suspenders.
Oh, that's
Oh,
super
good.
cute.
sweet.
It's cool.
Is that from the Build a Minifig station?
Yes, it is.
Very.
Is there a reason they only have one tooth? Is it because of gum disease from all the sugar?
Oh,
I think it's
a
supposed
deep
to have.
cut.
I think they're
I
supposed
think
to be
it's-
like buck teeth.
Oh,
Yeah.
buck teeth. Okay.
Because the reverse says kind of the same.
Yeah, I love those ones. Very good. All right. Is it our turn?
Yep.
Oh,
And
turn.
I actually don't have a minifig today, but I have this amazing 3D print made by Flynn.
Aww.
oh, I didn't design that, but
Maybe.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
You
And-
printed it.
And I have a gift from our dear friend Wilfred from the Paris Lego store. This guy.
Oh. We.
There we go.
Wee wee. We also got a luggage
Wah.
tag that is very cute.
Love it.
It's one of the flashlight guys. All right. Well,
Okay, as we melt down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you remember that Star Trek movie
No.
when they had to fly around the sun in order to time travel, and like
Yep.
the view screen got so like the sun was like so intense, everything was like this orange glow.
yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
That's
Yeah,
where
it
we're at.
looks like you guys are about to enter the Corona. And
we,
go like,
we absolutely are. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for another fun Sunday. And until next Sunday. Now, I was looking up a calendar here.
There we
December
go.
2022 calendar. So it looks like today being the 11th.
Yep.
Yes, we will have one more show this year. And then we're going to be
okay.
taking 2 weeks off because Christmas Day is a Sunday and New Year's Day is a Sunday.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll be a couple weeks off,
And then we'll be back.
and then we'll be back. So please join us next week for our last show of 2022, and hopefully we'll have all of our brunch bunch will be here. So
you know what would be fun is if people on Discord put their favorite Tricky Bricks memory from the last year in there, and we try to recall what it was and talk about it.
Oh, that
Oh,
would
I
be
like
super
that.
fun.
that will be good. I love that story. All right.
Story? I didn't have a story. I had an idea about a story.
I mean, I love that idea of a
Okay.
story.
A general pitch, a pitch of a concept of a story of an idea of a story.
There you go.
There we go.
All right, everybody. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask,
When and where you need to.
get your shots, all of them,
Shots, all the shots.
all the shots, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Happy building.
Did you just go pew pew pew?
Oh, do you know that there is a
Pew,
setting in the new Lego Star Wars game where you can change all of the laser sounds to actually mouth-made pew 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 sounds?
Pew,
Oh, I'm
pew, pew.
so doing that.